It's back to school season and I'm ready for a routine revival. So let's dive in. Hi friends, and welcome back to Lost Without a Plan. I'm Amanda Lynn and I am so glad you're here. Today we're setting up the month of August in my A5 Plum paper daily priorities planner. August always feels like the bridge between summer freedom and fall structure. The days are still warm, but routines start creeping back in. School prep kicks into high gear, and suddenly everyone is looking for a little more order in their lives. So today we're getting everything mapped out, adding a little bit of creativity, and making sure this month starts off on the right foot. Before we dive in, let's take a look at the planner itself. This is the Plum Paper Daily Priorities Planner in the A5 disc-bound neutral layout. And when I say neutral, I mean neutral. There aren't any colors competing with my stickers, which makes my planner-loving heart very happy. This layout includes a highlights page, a monthly calendar, week at a glance pages, and daily pages. So it really covers all the bases. For my monthly spread, I selected a Monday start and included special dates. You'll notice that my mom and my brother's birthday are already printed right on the calendar. We have quite a few birthdays in our family, but I chose to add the ones that I need to actively remember year after year. I absolutely love that Plum Paper lets you customize recurring dates and simply carry them forward into your future planners. 1 month in, and I think that this layout is still really interesting. The one thing I'm noticing is that I don't naturally reference the weekly pages as often as I'm expected. I'm not sure if that's a layout issue or simply an out of sight, out of mind situation, but I'm gonna give it another month before I decide what I wanna do, if I wanna tweak anything. One thing I know for sure is that I love disc-bound planners. Traditional coils are not my favorite. Thankfully, Plum Paper offers both options, so you can choose whatever works best for your planning style. And if you haven't explored their customization offers before, they're seriously impressive. I'll leave everything linked down below in case you want to take a peek. Now, let's meet today's stickers. For August, I chose to use the Hand Plan Bookish monthly kit and deco sheets. These colors are absolutely gorgeous with rich corals, mustardy yellows, and soft sage greens that perfectly capture that end of summer, time to settle in with a good book feeling. The artwork includes some stacks of books, florals, coffee mugs, and cozy details that feel like subtle nod to the unofficial start of fall. I've popped out the pages, so let's pop on a little bit of music and build the backdrop for August. While I'm decorating, this feels like the perfect time to mention a couple of free resources that might help you if you're also heading into a season of routine building. One is my Routines Reset printable for adults. It's designed for anyone whose routines have gone a little off the rails over the summer, or who just wants a little more structure without creating a schedule that feels overwhelming. It includes habit building ideas, routine planning pages, trackers, and reflection prompts. I also have a back to school routines reset that's geared towards school age kids and families. It's packed with simple tools to help create smoother mornings, calm evenings, and routines that actually fit their real life. If either of these sound helpful to you, you can grab them with the link in the description box or by scanning you can grab them through the link in the description box. Now let's get back to decorating because this spread is coming together beautifully. It's time to lean in some logistics for the highlights page. For August, I'm using the checklist section and dividing it into categories. First, we have our regular to-do list. I'm gonna put change digital wallpapers, deep clean my appliances, which is the washer, dishwasher, and coffee pot, mail birthday cards. I do have an eye doctor and a podiatrist appointment this month, so I need to make sure I see it on every single page of my planner or I will forget. Then I have project goals, and there's a couple of sections here. We have school and community. For school, we are purchasing school supplies, prepping Violet's closet, and purchasing any school's clothes that are still needed. For community, I have finalizing the Girl Scout calendar and prepping documents for our upcoming meeting. And now on to reading. One of my biggest goals this year is reading. My goal is 120 books for the year, and thankfully I'm right on track. From this point forward, I only need to average about 6 books per month to cross the finish line. I've been using a combination of pulling in my TBR lists and library holds to create a rough reading roadmap. Of course, library books love to arrive all at the same time, so this month I'm throwing the original plan out the window and embracing that chaos. Here's what's on deck. The Gilded Blade by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It is the 3rd book in the Grandest Game, which is a spin-off from the Inheritance Game series. Then we have Pool House by Mary H.K. Choi. Crash Into Me by Robin Lynn. The Missed Connection by Tia Williams. And Spies, Lies, and Alibis by Natalie Walters. I am aware that that is only 5 books, but I'm just going to leave an open space just to see what comes up in the library app in the weeks to come. If you're curious about any of the books that I read, I do share spoiler-free reviews over on Goodreads and the Storygraph app. You can find me on either at LostWithoutAPlan. Next up, the Kit Keeper page. I use this space to track the sticker shops and supplies that show up throughout the month. It makes creating future content easier because I don't have to play detective to figure out where every sticker comes from so many weeks later. Today's entry will be the Hand Can Plan bookish cake that you see here, and I'll leave room for my weekly spreads, social media planner, family planner, and goal planner throughout the month. Future me appreciates this page every single time. Okay, now let's move on to the monthly calendar. I absolutely love having a decorative backdrop under my plans. It turns planning into something that feels creative instead of purely functional. For my sanity, I don't keep everything on this calendar. This spread is reserved for appointments, deadlines, birthdays, paydays, and some time-sensitive events that require action. Most of the family logistics live elsewhere, but if I personally need to remember it, it will land here too. I also use the black and white Planner Kate icons for school activities and extracurricular reminders because they help important events stand out without overwhelming my page. In week 32, we kick things off with our deadline, a few appointments, some campus tours, and a dog sitting adventure for a friend. Week 33 is definitely going to be the busiest week. Not only does school start back up, but I need to complete my Red Cross certifications. And then my mom is scheduled for what should be her final round of chemotherapy. This is a huge milestone and we're incredibly grateful. If you're the praying type or good vibes sending type, we'd happily take either one. Week 34 slows down a little bit. Laurel Denise is releasing their 2027 planner preview, and I'm ridiculously excited to see the new covers and patterns that are available. If you're curious too, make sure you're following me over on Instagram because I'll be sharing all the details there. The final week of August wraps up with a calm week. I have a few Zoom calls on the calendar and I'm crossing my fingers that we can make it to a Gilmore Girls themed pop-up market that I've bookmarked. Because honestly, coffee, books, and Gilmore Girls feels very on brand for my August. And that's a wrap on August planning. This month felt like a fresh start. A little bit of structure, a little bit of fun, and hopefully a little less heat. This California summer has been an absolute doozy, and I'm more than ready to start inching towards fall. I would love to know what you're looking forward to most this month. Are you excited for back to school, fall planning, or are you holding on to summer for dear life? If you've enjoyed today's setup, be sure to subscribe for more planner fun, goal-setting inspiration, and behind-the-scenes looks at how I organize my life one baby step at a time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next one.